we say that they are the soldiers of the body. They are the soldiers of the body, and being good soldiers, they try to protect us from infection. If not, we would not be able to live in this harsh world. While the platelets play a very important role in clotting, clotting when you have an injury, the platelets plug that injury to try to prevent you from losing this important fluid known as blood. These cells are very important cells in the blood, and they help us a lot in surviving. Of course, without oxygen we can't survive. Without the red blood cells defending us, we will all die with infection. Without the platelets plugging our injuries, we will all bleed out even from the smallest of injuries. Then within the blood also you have the plasma component. This plasma component basically contains water, and indeed apart from water it contains various types of proteins. These proteins play various important roles. There are the clotting proteins, that's proteins that play a role in the cascade that leads to clotting. Blood clotting. But there are other types of proteins which play various roles, like a protein like albumin, for example, which helps maintain some colloidal osmotic pressure within the blood. That gives the blood some form of pressure, keeps it within the vessels. And apart from that, there are other minerals and ions which are contained in this blood. Minerals which play a very important role for us. Now, I must point out here to you quickly that among the very important roles blood play, blood also played a role of transporting as a transport medium. It transports nutrients. When you and I eat and the food gets absorbed, it gets absorbed into our blood. And our blood now plays the role of transporting the nutrients from the point of absorption, that's at the intestine, to the various cells of the body. Our blood also plays a role in transporting waste products, waste of cells, waste products from cells to outlets where they will be eliminated, places like the kidney, where many of these waste products are eliminated as urine, and also places like the lungs, where carbon dioxide, which is generated from the cellular metabolism, is eliminated when you breathe out. So blood plays that role. Blood also helps the body in regulating itself. What do I mean by this? Everyone that has heard of hormones, what you call hormones, the chemical messengers which the body uses to regulate itself. These hormones get from the point where they are produced, from the endocrine glands where they are produced, to the various parts of the body where they exert their actions on, through the transport medium of blood. Without blood, hormones won't be able to get to where it should get to perform its work. So we've talked about work of blood in coagulation, we've talked about work of blood in supplying oxygen, we've talked of moving nutrients, we've talked of moving waste products, we've talked of work of blood in that's keeping the body immune from certain ailments, from fighting infection. But one other thing I would like to mention is that blood also plays a very, very important role in repairing injuries. When you and I get injured, yes, blood plays a role in repairing. Remember the popular saying, okay, I don't know if you And that is and that is true. God heals and the doctor corrects it. The truth about medicine is that yes, we have everything necessary for our healing within our bodies. What the doctor does is to encourage the process of healing in most instances. When you come to me and I perform probably you come to me injured, you have a cut, and I suture your injury. My thought ends at that suture. Brings about healing of the sutured wound. It's the presence of blood which carries healing material to the injured place, and this healing material now causes healing of the injured area. So the doctor has really, in this case, hastened the process of healing. Blood is actually, that in such a case, was actually responsible for healing. Now, there are also other functions, what you might call a hydraulic function of the blood. In this case, we are talking about sometimes blood movement tend to be trapped at a particular area to encourage a physical reaction. You see that a lot in cases like of the tissue. You see that in sexual functions of a human being when you have erection of the penis and erection of the female clitoris. These erections will not be possible without the action of the hydraulic function of the blood.
Okay.
So now, blood moves around the body. For it to move around the body, it requires that very lovely special organ we all know about, called the heart. The heart is the pump of the blood. Just like you have your water pump pumping water, your heart pumps blood around the body. Without the heart propelling the blood, in unidirectional way, the blood won't be able to move around the body. So, blood comes to the heart through veins, through blood vessels known as veins. These blood vessels take blood back to the heart. The heart generates a force and pumps the blood out of the heart. It pumps it first to the lungs, where they get filled up with oxygen, and from the lungs come back to the heart for outward pumping to the rest of the body. So when the heart pumps blood out, oxygenated blood from it to the rest of the body, the blood travels away from the heart in blood vessels known as arteries. Arteries. In arteries, of course, the pressure of blood is usually higher than the pressure of the returning blood that's in the veins. So these arteries carry the blood to various parts of the body where they get to cells through what we call capillaries. Capillaries are very tiny blood vessels. And after exchanging nutrients with waste, exchanging oxygen with carbon dioxide, that's within the cellular level, blood returns back to the heart again through veins. So you can see, in essence, you notice that blood returning to the heart is low in oxygen because oxygen has been used up in the cells. While blood traveling away from the heart is rich in oxygen because it has been filled from the lungs. There are only two instances in the human being where this trend of arterial blood being oxygenated and venous blood being lacking oxygen. There are only two instances in human life where this trend is reversed. The first instance is in the what we call the pulmonary artery. The pulmonary artery, which takes blood from the heart to that's the only artery in the adult body or in the body of a child that is low in oxygen because it's to the lungs for purposes of being able. And the pulmonary vein is rich in oxygen, bringing blood back to the heart, the oxygenated blood back to the heart. The second instance in which this is reversed is the second instance in which this is reversed is in babies within the womb of their mothers, where you have the umbilical vein carrying oxygen into that's towards the baby's heart, and that's towards the baby's body, and from there, oxygen is carried in baby's arteries to various cells of the body. So these are the only two instances that where you have that. Now, as human beings, every working system in the body, as human beings, can go haywire, that can get sick, can lose its function. And when our blood, what we expect of blood, when the functions of this blood deviate from what is expected, we as human beings fall sick. So now, what are the various things that can cause the human being fall sick? What are the disorders of the blood? Among the first disorder is what is blood loss. Okay, you can say anemia when you have low levels of red blood cells within the body. This can be due to a loss of blood through injury, or loss of red blood cells through either inadequate nutrients or through ailments like sickle cell anemia, which the red blood cells are broken down a lot. So when you have an injury that leads you to lose a lot of blood, it can affect you. A healthy adult usually will start feeling symptoms of blood loss after he or she has lost at least 20% of use of her blood. And this loss of blood, this loss stem, could lead a person to go into what we call shock. And from shock, the person could actually ultimately be seen in cases where the clotting system of the doctor is missed. It can also be seen where the platelets, that we in medicine we call them thrombocytes, are low are too low, and for this reason, clotting and stopping of blood loss is adversely affected. Then there are some instances in internal injury. When you have an internal injury and you bled a lot, you could have problems with your clotting system, a problem which we usually know as disseminated intravascular coagulation. I won't bother going into that. And in this case, the person keeps on bleeding, even when surgery is performed on the person to try to stop bleeding. And such a person, if clotting factors are not replaced, would end up losing his or her life. Then dehydration. Dehydration simply means loss of fluid, loss of water from the blood. Now, I have to mention here that blood has a lot of water in it. It has a lot of water in it. About as much as 90% of blood is basically water. So when you lose a lot of water, either through sweating or through inadequate intake of water, basically water. So when you lose a lot of water, either through sweating or through inadequate intake of water, your blood gets dehydration and also even infection. Infection can play a very, very devastating role in blood have cases in which if the blood cells are being blocked, like atherosclerosis, you will not be able to conduct its function properly because the blood vessels, because these blood vessels get narrowed by clogs within them, and you tend to see that a lot in people who have certain heart conditions in which there's atherosclerosis of the coronary artery, that's the artery that supplies the heart. When it gets blocked, there won't be adequate supply of blood. This can happen to every other organ of the body when there's a narrowing, either because of excessive fat within the blood vessel, formation of what we call atheromas and co. This can to reduced circulation of blood to that particular organ and can have dire consequences. Then we have coagulation problems in which there aren't enough clotting factors. The person can bleed excessively even from small wounds. Then problems with the composition of blood can also cause illness. So, but the important thing here is that whatever illness you have, things like anemia or leukemia, various cancers of the blood cells, or coagulation problem, whatever it is that you have, only the doctor can take care of that, which emphasizes the importance of you as a person visiting the hospital anytime you're not feeling well. Our blood warns us when things are not well. So we'll discuss more about that as we go on.
Thank you very much, Doctor. 26 minutes to 11 on Women Radio WFM 91.7, and definitely you're listening to Radio Doctor, your free health consultation program where real doctors advise real people. And yes, we have been talking with Dr. Alozie Ndubaka. He is the medical director of St. Ives Family Hospital. You can call in 07000 917 917 is the studio line to call. And you can send in a WhatsApp or a text message to 070 317 56537. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Peter. I'm calling from Pangu.
All right. Go ahead with your contribution. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
Peter from Pangu.
All right. Go ahead, Peter, your contribution.
Doctor, good morning.
Good morning, Peter. How are you?
Fine, thank you, doctor. I want to ask, what is the blood clotting? When I think some people say when your blood is clotting, it doesn't flow around the body very well and the clot weakness. So what is blood clotting? That's number one question. I want to ask the second one is, in one's life, can one change his own another blood? Can the blood get old, requiring change of blood in one's life? That's the second question. The third one is, if someone is on the hypertensive drug, is it not low election? I mean, in men. Okay. So this is my question. If one is on the drugs, yes, does it cause low erection in men from someone is on hypertensive drug? Thank you.
All right, thank you for calling in this morning.
Yes,
I thank Peter for his question. He has asked some very interesting questions here. His first question is, what is blood clotting? And can blood cause problems like clots in the blood? So now, blood clotting is actually to be a protective mechanism against injury, knife injury. My body's protective mechanisms kicking within the blood, known as the clotting proteins, process of clogging that injury. Almost prevent me losing blood within the deep veins of the body, out of thrombosis of the leg. These clots, which we know as thrombus, can get dislodged. And when they get dislodged, blood could carry them as what we call emboli to various parts of the body where they can block blood flow. One of the dangerous areas where they could be carried to is to the blood, that's the blood vessels of the heart. And over there they could go and cause blockage of the coronary arteries that could lead to various heart problems like heart failure, or even in severe instances it could lead to heart arrest. It could also be carried to the brain where it could cause an emboli within the brain could cause a stroke. And then within the lungs can cause problems within the lungs, which could even be fatal. So in such a case, blood clotting within impact blood vessels is not a good thing, and it's something which as doctors we look out for and we try to prevent.
Okay.
Now, it also asked the question that can one's blood get too old as a person grows older? The beauty of life is that your body repairs itself every day. Inside your body are trillions of cells. These cells have their own life cycle, just like you and I have a life cycle. These cells are born and die. Part of your blood is filtered out in the kidney with actions of the hypothalamus, of the part of the brain known as hypothalamus. So that is filtered out. A new liquid part, the water part of the blood, is replenished through the water we drink every day. The protein part, when the things get destroyed by, they are taken out by the liver, and new proteins are made by the liver. So in this way, your blood is recycled naturally. The ones that are getting old are removed and new ones coming. Even an old man of 100 years old could have new cells being formed even as we speak. And that happens in everybody. So your blood just never really goes stale. So now teacher also asked the question, can blood pressure medications, can drugs used to bring down high blood pressure cause erectile dysfunction? For a man to have an erection of his penis. The answer is yes. Certain drugs have that as a side effect. Certain blood pressure medications could have that as a side effect. And even these drugs that do not have it as a side effect, when you take it at a dose higher than what your body needs, and your blood pressure falls too much, it could also affect the ability to an erection at a particular moment. But I suspect that Peter may have asked this question probably because he's experiencing erectile dysfunction through use of blood pressure medication. If this is the case, I would advise him that he should let his doctor know. His doctor will likely either alter the dose of the drug he's taking or give him an alternative antihypertensive drug so that he'll be able to continue having proper penile erection. The truth is that many men who medication and are still able to function properly sexually. Sexual health are still good enough for them.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Dr. Ndubuka. 07000-917-917 is the studio line to call to be a part of Radio Doctor this morning. Radio Doctor is Nigeria's first specialized radio health program where real doctors advise real people. And I still have with me Dr. Alexander Buka. He is the medical director, St. Ives Family Hospital. If you have any question, you can call in or send us a text or WhatsApp message, and he will definitely get to address it. And today we have been talking about blood and life. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Alright, I do want to call us back. 07000 917 is the studio line to call and send in a WhatsApp or a text message 070 317 56537. Hello, good morning. Okay, so I need you to turn off your radio completely. You might have to call us back. We're getting a feedback, and I think this has to do with the fact that the radio is on. When you're calling in, please let's make sure that we turn off the volume of our radio completely so we can have a seamless conversation here this morning. 07000 917 is the studio line to call and send in a WhatsApp or a text message to 070 317 56537. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, I need you to turn down the volume of your radio completely so we can hear you.
I've done that.
Yes, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Mercy. My name is Columbus.
All right. Your question for the doctor.
Yeah, doctor, the question I'm asking is that I'm having a drop in my hand. My hand is what?
He's having wrinkles on his hands.
I'm having wrinkles on my hands, on top of my hands, on my leg. I don't know what to do because of the weather is lack of blood. Okay, very good.
Do you have any question for him, doctor?
Okay, no, I don't.
All right. Just to what you about the radio.
Let's talk about wrinkles. His complaint is that he's having wrinkles on his hands, and he's obviously worried. Answering that question in the mind and listeners that the human skin has some form of elasticity. Some form of elasticity. You can try that on yourself, Buki. Pull your skin. You notice that the moment you leave it, it bounces back to where you pulled it from. And this is because of certain proteins within the skin that form things like collagen and others. Now, as a person ages, there's loss of collagen and there's loss of some other proteins that helps with elasticity. Also, in certain diseased states, you could lose this elasticity. And one of those states where you could experience this even in the young is when a person is dehydrated. If you don't have enough fluid within you, enough water, you don't take enough water, or you are sweating, or you have an ailment which causes you to use a lot of water. A lot of people who have diabetes, who go to urinate a lot and use water through their urine, there will be a reduced elasticity of various skin of the body. That could be a cause for concern. Then again, for certain people who, underneath the skin, you have what we call the sebaceous gland that produce a type of oily stuff, which in medicine we call sebum, which oils your skin. When there is a problem with these glands, your skin will be dry. And dry skin tends to encourage infections and also tend to injure easily and also wrinkle easily. For such people could overcome this by applying creams, especially what we call moisturizing creams.
Okay.
To help stimulate. So my advice to the caller is pain, and those wrinkles are still or appearing on the skin of your hands, the advice is that you see a doctor. The doctor would like to investigate you to see whether you have a problem with diabetes, whether you have a problem with your kidneys, in which case your kidney is losing a lot of fluid through urine. The doctor will also want to interview you to find out, are you taking in enough water every day? What is your type of job? Do you sweat a lot during the course of the day? Do you exert yourself to so much stress that your body cells are losing water? And by losing water are dying off easily. So the doctor will want to find these out, and from finding these out will prepare a solution to you. So my advice is, if he has been using moisturizing creams and this continues, let him see a doctor.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Ndibuka. But as we are calling the program to a wrap, let's get your final words, Doctor.
Okay. Now, Buki, Lord, and compliment. And to emphasize the importance of blood, when you lose a lot of blood, so much blood, and you get to the hospital, you know that the doctors are always eager to transfuse you with another person's blood. The reason for this is that it is well known that without enough blood, you cannot survive, you can't be alive. So I tell people out there not self-medicate, because some medication can negatively affect blood. Once we do all this and have a healthy blood, we will have a healthy life.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Doctor, for joining us this morning.
Okay. Thank you, Vicky. It's been a pleasure. It's been great talking to you this morning.
All right. Do enjoy the rest of your day.
And same with you.
All right. And that was Dr. Alozie Ndibuka. He is the medical director of St. Ives Family Hospital, and he has been able to talk to us this morning on blood and life. And if you have to reach Dr. Ndibuka outside of the studio, call 0708 872 7358. 0708 872 7358. Or you can call him on 0810 168 8093. 0810 168 8093, and he will definitely address whatever health challenge that you might have. Thank you very much, Esther Larabi, for helping out with the production, and please make sure you stay safe out there. It's very important. To enjoy the rest of your day.
To sponsor this program, please call 080 90 58 2769